It's your flatmate. I'm your flatmate for the week. I'm in the doghouse. When I'm in the doghouse, I'll be your flatmate for the week. That's right. Oh, goodness. I don't need no fluff talk. I don't need to know how the weather's been. I already know these things. I don't need no fluff talk. Please spare me. I just wanna know how you feel. I wanna know what's real. I don't need no fluff talk, please. I don't need no small talk if you don't mind. I don't need to hear it now. Please don't try to speak just to fill the void, 'cause I'll be equally annoyed. I don't need no fluff talk. You don't know this is why I'm alone, because it's a safe bet. I don't need to hear something that's pointless. I don't give a shit. I don't need no nothing from nobody. All I want is something from somebody. Hey, somebody's here. Who is it? Sue Fanelli. Hello. Nice to see you, Sue. I was just goofing off like I do. I'll be your flatmate for the week. Hope you don't mind me moving in here real quick. It's temporary. What is that? It sounds like a song. Yikes. Could it be that out of tune? I've been running against the grain ever since the day I came along, and I've been running against the grain till my dying day. I've been running against the grain. I've been running against the grain ever since the day I came along, and I claimed the grain was running the wrong way. So I'm running against the grain. I'm running against the grain. Yeah. But when you run against the grain, it causes friction, and you know that friction starts to burn. And when it burns, you know what's going to happen. That's when this place here is going up in flames at the end of the game. At the end of the game, I'll still be running against the grain. Running against the I'm Dr. Bass Ackwards. I run against the grain. Cold right now. Gotta start running against that grain. Cause some friction, cause some flame. Cold. Speaking of running, I'm running behind. I'm running behind. I'm running behind, but still running. right now. Yeah. We used to have it, but we destroyed it. It's a pain. I forget how it goes. We used to have it, but we destroyed it. And it's a painful process to build it back again. That's it. I'd go to the moon in a nanosecond, but I don't have the technology right now. Yeah. We used to have it, but we destroyed it. It's a painful process to build it back again. That's it, how it goes. Everybody. I'd go to the moon in a nanosecond, but I don't have the technology right now. Oh yeah, we used to have it, but we destroyed it. It's a painful process to build it back again. So build it back already. You know what you guys do? Fucking bunch of lazy astronauts. They destroyed the technology for the Apollo moon landings. Yes, they took down that cheap movie set prop and said, "Hook that thing in the dumpster out back and light it on fire quick. Don't let no one see that shit. It's fucking embarrassing." Yep. Well, the dumpster fire, known as the Apollo moon landing missions, they were a real kick in the pants, but boy, it sure didn't age well. Just go watch one of their little movies and you'll see right away that shit is fucking fake as it gets, and it's just a sad display. One of the most embarrassing achievements of mankind indeed. Similar to the ISS, these places and these things aren't true. They don't go to the moon. They don't have a international. I like when they're on the International Space Station when they're like, "Oh, so on the International Space Station, this is what we do up here," and so we, it's like a low G environment on the International Space Station, and we're up here, we're going around the Earth in the International Space Station, and watch me do a somersault. I can do a somersault in the International Space Station. Let me show you how the bathroom works. And when you're in the International Space Station, you got to go to the bathroom. You got to go like this. We have a toilet in the International Space Station. This is how it works. It's got a hose for number one and a bucket for number two. On the International Space Station, we save our feces and then, and we use our pee to drink coffee with. On the International Space Station. It's like when you're trying to cement into someone's mind that something is real, you have to say it a bunch of times. They try to utilize every second of those transmissions. They're like, "Oh, here comes the International Space Station. Let's talk to the International Space Station. Hey, look, they're on the International Space Station. They're floating around drinking their own pee on the International Space Station." So fake. So fucking fake. And the more money you shovel at NASA, the more rinky-dink it gets. It really almost appears to be low budget. But $80 million a day, it's an awful lot of money to pay to get such a cheesy presentation of their stupid International Space Station and their spacewalks. I think they're in a swimming pool when I see those bubbles in space, and the dupers look of delight on their face. They're doing that science, the science of deception. Oh, for shame. And the more money you shovel at NASA, the more rinky-dink they get. It almost appears to be low budget, but $80 million a day. You think you'd have more to say for yourself, but they never leave you with much. We're doing the science of some somersault science. Yes, they got a lot of hairspray. You gotta use a lot of hairspray to make your hair look that way, like it's a low G environment. And they'll show you how to use the toilet in space. We got a hose for number one. You can see how to get it done. We've got a bucket for number two. Ooh. But you can see by looking at it that we've never even used this thing once. No siree. Can you imagine if you didn't make it in? It would be floating into your living quarters. That's why it's not really very good to have a stowaway rodent on board. A rat. We got a rat living in the space station, the International Space Station. And we know this because there's little rat turds floating by all the time. Oh, there goes another one. They got a lot of rodents up there in space. Space rats. They leave little puddles of pee floating through the air. It gets in their hair, and you can see a little rat turd land on their mustache. Oh no. That's a no-go. You can't have rodents in space. Okay, I'm out of ideas. Would have been cool until the rats got there. Oh man, I got floating rat turds. Gotta get a cat up here. There's a fucking cat floating around. Next thing you know, you got cat turds floating around. Ah, kitty litter everywhere, all floating everywhere. Disgusting. What a nightmare. Who thought to bring kitty litter? Ah, well, we have a cat. We need kitty litter. Yeah, but you got to get the low G kitty litter. Super dense. I don't know. There's no solution to this problem. We have to can the whole thing. Due to the rodent problem, we had to end the space station. We crashed it into the ocean. What about the poor rats? You just drowned them to death? No, we saved them. Really? Well, why don't you just catch them and send them home instead of crashing the whole space station into the water? Well, because science. We had to study the science of what it would look like if a space station hit the ocean. We're going to build a new one on the down low. We'll let you know when it's done. We'll be up there inside of it, and we'll say, hey, look, we built a space station. Well, you did? We didn't document this one either. We have a cartoon you can watch. Wow, you guys really suck at documenting your space stations that you build. Kind of like China did. They just, all of a sudden, they had a space station. They call it the Heavenly Palace. At least they named it aptly. See, NASA has this space station they've been sending over our fucking Earth for like 20-something years. It doesn't orbit like every 90 minutes. The whole Earth, just, you know. And now all of a sudden they're like, okay, we're a spy agency. Oh, well, that's convenient. You got like full Earth surveying equipment already in place. Now we're spying. Well, and you weren't before? Huh. At least you're being honest now, right? Fucking NASA, now a spy agency. Because science, yes. Because science, we need to spy on everybody. With a fucking international spy agency. All the astronauts are all like James Bonded out. Astronauts these days are not the right stuff, if you ask me. They're all lame. They're all like, I think that Buzz and Neil and, you know, those guys, I thought they were pretty cool. You know, I kind of felt bad hating on them. You know, I kind of feel bad for Neil when I see him trying to tell his story. You know, it's like, well, it's black. It's, you know, oh, and it's this lunar space and looking through this solar curl or corona or whatever. He's like tripping over his words. I'm like, dude, that must suck. Guy's all, I don't remember seeing any stars. He's all, shut up. You weren't even there. I was on the dark side of the moon orbiting, and I would have seen all the stars, but no, I didn't see any. That's the guy that would have seen the best view of the stars ever, ever that was ever seen. The first guy orbiting the dark side of the moon. You know what I'm saying? He would have been spared of all the bright lights from the moon and everything. And then he would have just seen into deep space. Just like, wow, look at all the stars. But he didn't see any. He didn't remember seeing any. First guys go to space, they come back, they didn't see any stars. Kind of sucks. I was hoping you'd take some pictures of the stars or like tell us stories about them or something. But nope, didn't see none. Didn't take any pictures. Well, that sucked. How about next time when you do it, can you? Well, we don't need to show you stars. We're not doing that. We don't have to do that. We're just driving a dune buggy on there. Driving our little fucking golf cart on the moon, We're going to hit some golf balls, stick a flag in the ground. It's a golf course, for fuck's sake. Yes. Way back in the early 1970s, we made one of the greatest scientific discoveries when we sent our bravest men up to the moon to find out what the moon is all about, and we were quite surprised to find a golf course in the sky. They said it must have been a golf course this whole time. They were quite amazed, so they brought their golf clubs up there and teed off on the moon, and then they got in their little golf cart and rode up to the next hole, and then they stuck their little flag in the ground, and then they called up the president, said, "Hey Nixon, what do you think about this golf course in the sky?" Well, it must have been a golf course this whole time. He said, "I'm proud of you boys, now play a good game of golf and get your ass back home. We don't want nothing bad to happen to you boys while you're out there on the moon, and we're so proud of you for finding the golf course in the sky." Oh, you fool. No one's ever been to the moon. Oh, you're a fool. No one's ever been to the moon. You're a fool if you believe it. You better catch up with the time. I don't think it's a place you can go. Kinda like going to the rainbow. It goes with you, you never arrive. And the funny thing about a rainbow is that the rainbow disappears. Yes, and so does the moon. Won't be going up there anytime soon. 'Cause no one's ever gonna go to the moon. No one's ever been to the moon. There ain't no golf course in the sky. Sorry about that. I had to break the news to you. You got somebody else in here? Lev, what's good, buddy? Yeah, the golf course in the sky. You know, that's how they treated it. That's science for you. We're going to do some science on the moon. You can bring some golf balls if you want. Cool. You can go up there, you're going to drop off your shit bag, and you're going to go hit some golf balls and get some rocks and dirt and back in their little limb there and blast off. We've never practiced any of these maneuvers, sir. How are we going to do it? Just remember the simulation. That's how it's done. Just hit the rendezvous button and you guys will link up. It'll be all good. We did all the work for you. Just hit some buttons. Hit the go to the moon button. Hit the blast off button, the rendezvous button, the slingshot button, and then just go back home. Oh yeah, you're going to have to get out of the spaceship going 25,000 miles an hour real quick and just get the camera off the side of the vehicle. Don't worry, there's no friction in space. Trust us. You just get out there and grab it. Are you sure? You better put on your spacesuit. Well, yeah. Okay, we're going to spacewalk at 25,000 miles per hour on the way home. Derp, 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 derp. That was fun. He was right, there's no friction. Nothing was there. Never gone that fast and not felt any speed. Can you imagine getting further and further away from Earth on your way to the moon? It's like it's becoming this little teeny blue speck in the distance. Like, oh, we're leaving our precious atmosphere. Getting further and further just knowing that you're going like 25,000. So every second you're getting thousands of miles further than from Earth. It's like, dude, I hope we can get back. Every second that passes is another fucking 1,000 miles. You're like, oh, God, this is terrible. We're getting so far from home. Oh, where we got enough gas to get home? Are you sure? Oh, man, I hope we got enough air. Oh, we got plenty of air. We got air to spare. They brought liquid oxygen, right? And so they turned it into breathable air. They breathed pure oxygen for 6 days straight, which would normally kill you. You wouldn't even make it 6 days. But you see, they breathed it at a really low pressure. So hardly any of it was getting to their lungs. That's what they said. So they were suffocating. I mean, what in the fuck, dude? I mean, the story is so fucking hurting. I got a barking dog. The space, dude, it's so crazy. It's like some of the shit they presented. Like Russia had like a long saga of going to Venus in the 70s. They had like 4 successful landings there. But the craft that they landed on Venus, the little lens cap wouldn't pop off the camera like 3 times in a row. But they get audio. They had audio of Venus. It's like, I don't know, it's stupid. But then they finally had the lens cap come off on like the 4th try, and it came off, and they got footage right before the thing melted or something. I don't know. I was like, oh, that looks kind of cool. It's like all this steam, and it's all red, and it's all, like just looks like a hostile environment. Venus. Well, it landed on Venus, and then we finally got some footage and audio. The spooky sounds of Venus. In the visual, there's no life there. It's a bunch of stuff moving around, though. What a weird situation to think that there's like other places like that you can go. I've been wondering when they're going to do like an eclipse from one of the other planets. Like, look, there's an eclipse on Mars today. We got a rover there. He's going to film it. The Earth is eclipsing the sun for Mars or some shit, Look, we're eclipsing. I mean, why don't they do some more fun, interactive stuff like that? Where it's like, look, we're eclipsing the sun for Mars today. We got a camera on Mars. We're filming it. whoa, everybody be like, whoa. I mean, if they need somebody to like write the script for some like serious distractions, that'd be a good one right there. That'd be a great distraction. Everybody be like, oh wow, we're eclipsing the sun from Mars right now. Earth is, yeah. Wow, cool. Everyone's all outside. Like, yeah. It's like, so how do we know? Can we see it? And be like, well, no, you have to be on Mars.
Look what I got.
What is it?
It's the Death Note.
A Death Note?
Yeah, from the anime.
Oh, cool. I didn't know. I was like,
Watched it with Paul.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I forgot. So what is a Death Note?
It's your book. It's a notebook.
That's sick. Can I see it?
Yeah, sure.
And you got a feather you're going to write with?
It's a fake bow.
Oh, it's a feather pen. How neat.
Look at that bow.
Ooh, that's a nice
Apparently.
one. Are you going to write in it?
No.
Why not?
I mean, it's already had.
Oh, what's the smell like?
The smell is like
Oh, and it's something that has to do with
you write your name down and you write the color.
that's weird.
It's not because it would show its first. Look it up, then
Body. Sorry about that. The kid was showing me something new. Anyways, I gotta do some stuff here. I'll be back on a little bit later. Thanks for watching me. Got food in my beard.
Write spells on me. See,
Get that out of my beard.